Hundreds of years ago, this land was incredibly different. The world was dull. Magic didn't exist, and the inhabitants of the world were foolish. They waged pointless wars against each other, constantly creating conflicts that only resulted in their destruction. They would have destroyed each other. However, something else got to them first. The grand volcano, Mount Majkaen, which was in the center of that land, awoke from its endless slumber. It erupted, spewing magma everywhere, destroying the land and the creatures within it. However, this volcano was special. It contained a concentrated magical essence containing a power unlike any the world had seen before. Instead of spreading destruction, the eruption released this magic into the world, laying the seeds for a new world to grow. Years later, the world repaired itself. The land restored, and beings once again thriving. Many new species were born, and humans found themselves equipped with magical powers. And since that day, Mount Majkaen has remained dormant, recharging its magical energy. However, there have been people that want to exploit the pure energy within the mountain. They know not what they are doing, and are unaware of the true power within the mountain. It would destroy them, physically and mentally, if they even came into contact with it. Nevertheless, they try, and that's why the Paladins of Majkaen exist. An elite group of protectors who live in a stronghold inside the mountain and protect the mountain and all of Ascua. That is the reason our village is shut off from the rest of the world. It is dangerous to let outsiders so close to the mountain.
That's pretty dumb. I mean, what are we meant to do with our lives then, if we can't leave?
You must train to become a paladin, young Saru.
But I don't want to become a paladin.
I don't see why you wouldn't. There are swordsmen who would kill, quite literally, to even be considered as a paladin. It's an elite status among all of Ascua.
That's not the point. I don't care about my status. If it's not something I want to do, then why should I be forced to do it?
Calm down, Saru. Channel that anger into your training.
You don't get it! I don't want to spend my whole life holed up in this small village being told what to do and how to live my life.
Saru, what are you doing here?
Oh, hey, Rai.
I told you not to call me that in public.
Oh, right. Sorry. I forgot you've got to look good in front of your boss.
Saru, don't do this. What are you even doing here?
I was telling your younger brother the tale of Mount Majkaen.
Saru, I assume you were doing your normal protest about becoming a paladin.
And I assume you were doing your normal thing, where you mindlessly follow anything to do with the Paladins. What happened to the old Majkaen? You used to actually be fun. Now you won't shut up about the Order of the Paladins or whatever.
At least I have a future, Saru. You could too, if you just chose to join us.
I'd rather have no future than spend my life worshipping a magic pile of rocks.
Say that once more. I dare you.
You heard me. I actually want to do something with my life, not just stand guard at a dumb mountain.
You two, stop arguing.
Yes, Master.
I'm done with this.
I'm beginning to fear that Saru may be a lost cause. It pains me to say this, as he is my brother, but do you think there's hope for him?
I have faith that Saru will do the right thing.
What? Become a paladin?
No, it's up to him to decide what the right thing is.
Ugh. It's not fair!
Hey there.
I've never seen you before.
That's my whole thing. I kinda try to stay hidden, or else you know what those paladins would do to me.
Then why did you just show yourself to me?
Well, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with those two dweebs.
What?
I steal stuff from that house all the time. I was wanting to see if when you leave, but things got interesting, so I stuck around. You're the first person I've seen here with any backbone.
Thanks, I think. Who even are you?
The name's Rocks.
I'm Saru. I've never even heard of you before.
I'm not exactly from here. Well, that's a lie. I live in the forest, but I'm not one of you guys. Come with me. I can't stay out here in the open for this long.
What?
Simple illusion magic. Taught myself it.
That's pretty impressive. Why do you live here if you can leave the forest?
Well, that's the problem. I can't leave without going through the actual gates. And I can't exactly just stroll on out there. I'd be seen as a threat. So I kind of just live here, steal from people sometimes. Especially that guy. He always leaves his doors unlocked.
So you're a bandit?
How could you?
What?
Thieves exist, you know. You don't automatically become a bandit if you steal something. Not anymore, at least. It's not like I'm a member of the Bandits Guild or anything. I'm just a girl stuck in an enchanted forest who makes ends meet. And you're... let me guess. A guy who's lived here his whole life and secretly resents it? I heard what you were saying. You're as sick of being here as I am, aren't you?
You're right. But there's nothing I can do about it. This is my destiny. Or whatever.
You could sulk about your destiny, or we could escape.
How could we do that?
Well... that's actually a very good question. I've got an idea. How do you feel about breaking the law? Great. I've noticed there's this guy, another outsider. He's been doing things deep in the forest. Some kind of mage. Weird things. Brewing potions, practicing rituals. I saw him destroy his house with it. Doesn't seem like good magic to me.
How could he...
If I had to guess, I'd say he cast a spell which accelerated the forest growth and the trees just tore right through their house. However, he's found some old temple that probably belonged to the Paladins once and he's occupied it. The worst thing about it, he's got hired help.
Who?
There are a bunch of posers from the Bandit Kingdom.
That exists?
Not officially. They just occupied a valley once and put walls up and they're acting like a bandit is a new species. They're trying to do something with that mountain. I can tell. I saw them going into an abandoned mine once as well.
So what do we do?
We'll break into their temple, knock their lights out, and then take whatever weird magic they're using and use it to break the barrier surrounding the forest.
That sounds like a bad plan.
Well, excuse me. I'd like to see you do better.
I could just walk out through the gates.
What? Did you say something? Oh, well, it probably wasn't important. Let's get going through my plan then. Okay, so do you see those tents? That's them, alright?
This is strange. How come the Paladins never noticed this?
They're not exactly the smartest people going, if you weren't aware. Anyway, come on.
So, what are we doing here again?
We're meant to be standing guard, dummy!
What did you just call me? I'll show you who's a dummy.
Oh, don't do this again!
They're arguing?
I told you, they're all as thick as a block, so it should be easy to get past them.
Ugh, these lousy crystals. They aren't powerful enough. You two. Have you seen anything?
Nah.
Good. I'm gonna go into the mine and see if I could charge these low-grade crystals enough to at least make something happen.
Yes, sir.
Have you got any idea what he's talking about?
Nah, but money's money.
I know. The volcano. He's trying to activate the volcano.
You mean the magical one?
Yes. This is not good at all.
Well, yeah, but it might be our ticket out of here.
No, we're not doing that. It's selfish.
Fine. So what do you say we do?
If he's going into the mine, he'll be cornered. That's when we strike.
That's boring, but fine. What is that?
Is this thing acting up again?
I think so. How do we turn it off?
Wait a second.
Intruders!
Here we go.
Well, this has never happened before. You're strong. Nice.
Now!